legend has it that all the power is in the glasses. And now, one of the obstacles that the ladies will deal with tonight is that I happen to be sitting close enough to the game, so any dumb thing I say, they will hear. Say it dumber. Deborah says, okay, so again, this is Genesis. It's my understanding the way this works is that...
She's trying to spell the names of body parts on the top.
Right.
By hitting the color shots.
And so you have to hit, essentially, the color shots enough time to spell each one.
Right. So it's like she has 2 letters on legs now.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you need to complete all of them before something happens? Or is it just you get something for completing, let's say, arm or foot or whatever?
I don't know the specifics of the scoring, I will be honest, but if you get them all spelled, that's very good.
Yes. And so I'm on the mic, joined by James here, and part of our contribution, as you know, this is a Bells and Chimes event, so as men, we are not eligible to play in the tournament, but the way we helped was we helped with play testing. And there was a lot of games either like we hadn't played before, we weren't super familiar with, so we kind of broke pinball down into a couple of different terms, and one of them was spell things. And if a machine asks you to spell something, it's a good idea. This machine was brought to you by the letter R for arms. So
R for arms.
Yeah, R for arms. So one of the things that's going to happen as we get later in the night, we are going to unfortunately run into some glare. That's just the nature of the beast. There's a lot of glass.
Especially on those Gottlieb displays. There's a lot of glitter.
That Gottlieb despair. That Gottlieb display is very similar to, if you ever had a VCR in your house that you just couldn't get off like midnight blinking. It's very similar to that. It's like your blue LCD. So it's a little hard for us to see exactly. It looks like she did spell something. And now there's a multi-ball. So spelling each individual item is good.
I hear that Diane likes this game a bit. So.
Yes, I have heard that as well. And it is not Genesis the band. I did specify that. It is the movie.
Is it a movie? Or is it some weird BBC series? I have no idea what this is based on. All I know is the backlash art for the normal one looks horrible.
Yeah.
They have a modded. You can't really see it here because it's we can't get it to frame correctly, but this has a modified Young Frankenstein backlash art on it.
Young Frankenstein, that's
it's a movie.
Mel Brooks though.
Yeah,
it's Mel Brooks. Oh, look at that! I knew something related to pop culture.
For those listening that don't know, Irvin is not a big movie aficionado.
Yeah.
So.
Generic title for creating a robot. Actually, that makes sense because it is kind of a robot. So up comes Holly, playing very well. Like I said, this is our top 4 group, and the way our format works is players of similar point standings are playing together. And also, it's my understanding at the moment that no one's dropped out. So we still have all the players in. That's something that's going to be coming into. This is a 24-hour tournament.
Which, that was kind of the danger zone after dinner.
Yeah.
Could have had somebody fall asleep and not come back.
The itis is real.
There were definitely some people taking naps.
Yeah.
It's like they all made it back. So that's good.
Nice. Searching for, she has 2 letters on the legs. It's the green ramp. The right ramp for those of us that have the green-red color blindness. And we have a call. Jennifer! Sorry for the yell. We have a stuck ball. All right, y'all, you're going to get to see some live technician work as we work through this. And again, we thank you for tuning in to the 24-hour Bells and Chimes event here in Piqua, Ohio. So we're just going to kind of work through this. Uh-oh. Hang tight, y'all. We just got to work through some things, and you can see some of our behind-the-scenes action happening on the scenes. Someone on stream said it looked like it was scoring the Varia target multiple times.
Yeah, it scored over 1,000 points.
We're using this high-tech tool called a magnet to get the ball out of places. It's actually fascinating. I've never seen this before. So we'll get with you in an update in just a minute here. We figure out the fate of this ball here. We're just going to work through this here. While they're working through that, let's go ahead and just check out other matches we have going on right here. We have a Bone Busters, which looks like it just finished. In fact, let me go ahead and see if I can refresh this for you. Looks like we haven't had scores reported just quite yet. But the Bone Busters did finish behind us, so I'll have to get an update on that for you when I can. And we're still working through some of the other ones, like AC/DC. Someone's blowing up AC/DC at the moment. And we're just working through some rulings here, guys. Be just a moment. And we'll get back to some pinball action. All right, the call has been play on, and so play on we shall. So to give guys some context, in case you're not familiar with watching some tournaments, there's what we call minor and major malfunctions. Something like a ball getting stuck could be classified as a minor. It just depends on sort of some of the context, what the intended functionality is, etc. So what the play is here is play on and see what happens. If it happens again, I think we're going to rule it major. Okay,
Okay,
it
good.
looks like everything is back to normal. And so play on works out. Alright, and I believe this is...
Hate when that happens. Yeah. I didn't even notice that. Why is it working? It's not working. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh my God. My phone.
Okay, work our way up the ramps. Go ahead and spell our words here. Good sports here. We're just gonna. Brooke, can you hit me one too?
That's what I thought. How much is it?
Looks like we have one letter spelled for brain. There we go. It's our first arms letter. That's what we'll see. Nice controlled play here. Trapping up when possible. Ooh, nice save. Chris, can you teach us about the 1, 2, 3? Because I'll admit, I don't know that much about this one. I know about spelling things. So, what is the 1, 2, 3, and why should people be going for it? What does it do? Nice. Brain is almost spelled, so she's working towards her multi-ball. Very similar to what she got for spelling legs. And a nice, slow, controlled play here. Drop targets, 1, 2, 3 in hit order, give a letter toward all. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's like basically the drop targets give you all progress as long as you hit them in order. Okay, I can see that. I can see also why that would be risky, considering where they are based on that location. I have to feel like if you're one of those people that can just 1, 2, 3 hit shots, and this game might be able to get you a nice little rhythm. Going forward. There we go. Snowball move towards me. Now I'm even louder. How you like that? Alright, an unfortunate house ball there for Miss Deborah. And now we can see Diane stand back up. Currently at the moment, we have Diane in first place, or in second place. Holly in first place. Gets another legs letter. This dangerous play is so close, but it can progress you. And she completes another letter here towards another multi-ball. Now, what I'm curious, can you spell letters? You can spell letters while in multi-ball. Hey, even so, even on a settings-dependent situation there, that's still a very interesting mechanic. Oh, yep, it looks like that's what happened. It gave progress towards a finished one there. So it looks like she just hit the 1, 2, and 3. We have another multi-ball here. It looks like that 1, 2, 3 really helped out, as you mentioned. Another letter towards legs here. And we're spelling, y'all.
Is she spelling all the body parts?
Yep. Very nice ball. This gets about 1 million over, yeah, finished body, but just one letter. Yeah, I can see that. That 1, 2, 3 is doing what you're saying it's doing. But still, that's a really good ball there. Holly steps up. Still has all her multi-balls up, as well as the 1, 2, 3 available. Nice flipper work there. Looks like we get another letter. Nice. Here we get the multi-ball coming in. And we have catching up right here. Very good effort. Loses the multi-ball, but still ready to start things back over. Spell some words. Yeah, we there is a hot mic above the players, but this machine is a little quiet. As well as the fact that some machines are just louder around here, but very good ball. Like, I think even if I turned that microphone all the way up, you might not hear me you might not hear it. But it is all the way up, so you're hearing a lot of background noise, and I have to imagine that was insanely loud, so I'm going to turn that back down. Lindsay stepping up. There we go. We have a word spelled. Brain was spelled, though. I felt that one. Nice. I'm hoping that you heard WV Pinball. Welcome. I'm assuming that's West Virginia. I'm assuming that we heard the get up there. As a reminder, they are playing. There's a hot mic above them. If they make comments and reactions, you can hear them. Deborah with the back-to-back house balls, essentially. A reminder that everyone gets a prize if Deborah goes 3 house balls in a row.
I don't see if I can show y'all the robot.
She's gonna try to build a robot. Diana with the spell the robot right here. Diane. Excuse me.
Oh, not like that. Now you know how I feel.
We have back-to-back house balls, y'all, but so I believe Holly is currently in the lead. The other two players can still catch that. 3 house balls, y'all. House ball counter 3. All right. The curse of house balls is broken right now. But thank you, West Virginia Pinball, for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Yeah, there is there's one in the back room. Whoa! Saved. Yeah, that is we take that. We calm and collected. By the way, if you're tuning in, you get to one of the features of the 24-hour Bells Bunkin' is we are letting chat vote on which game we show next. So we'll get you 3 options, and we will put up a straw poll. One of the things that may not be clear is that we are running themed banks. So I'll get a list for you guys of the next 3 games that you can choose to vote on. This one won the vote last time. So whenever Jen gets a moment, she will get. You'll get me the games that they're voting on for next round.
No, we're gonna choose a game. No
Okay,
votes,
never
votes,
mind.
no
I
votes
lied.
next round.
Democracy is dead.
Democracy is dead for right now.
What can I help you with?
Oh, you're good. I'm just looking at UK.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there something I can be doing?
No,
Okay.
you were doing phenomenal. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen Rupert.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, so now let's see if Deborah.
Just a second.
So now let's see if Deborah gets to play, or are we gonna get the legendary 3 house ball round? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Deborah got to play. And so now that the game did not end instantly, she has a path to victory here. We did the voting a couple rounds. We might do it more often, especially if we can get. Ooh. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Nice. The game did not like the fact that Deborah was allowed to play it and now has fought back against her.
I don't know this game well enough. I thought something was supposed to kick it out. Oh, is it?
No, it's like way stuck. It's sitting down there between 2.
Yeah, it's caught.
No, we're not going with a sensitive tilt here, but I also don't want to like find it.
Yeah, there's
I don't
no.
want to find it till. But I think that I know better, but it's not here. So.
Twitch chat says wait for the ball search.
It's not coming out easily.
All right, so
I mean, you might do.
as Deborah bumps into our score cam over here, hits her head, bonk right on the head. Oh, we got to see the legendary 3 camera Deb. Holly working on the corporate sponsorship. That's what we like to see here. Reminder, this stream is brought to you by Level 1 Bar and Arcade, Tilt Amusements, Crazy Martin's out in Pickle, Ohio. We have some bounty contributions from people such as Arcade Legacy. There's the Canal Street place.
If I could, I'd put this on the camera.
Hey, do it. This is not the family. Huh?
So that's a little bit climbing.
Well, hey, maybe when we get to the After Dark. Pinball After Dark.
I mean, you guys have struck balls in 2 places I never struck balls in.
That's what I'm saying.
Personal preference, but
All right, so let's see if we can get some updated matches while we're working through this. So it looks like we do have, I think this is set to reset every time I go to that screen, but let me just double check. Oh, it is. So let's go ahead and reset it. So looks like Bone Busters was, Rita took Bone Busters. That's why you see that 7. That indicates that she took that round. And that's actually our only reported score at the moment. So we're working through round. It's leaks, what? Leaks. No, I heard the conversation. Leaks. Leagues, legs. Deborah hits the score camera again. She's hit the score camera once for every house ball.
Maybe I'm gonna keep these out.
Just maybe.
now.
Nice, the backhand into legs. Leaks. Now, generally speaking, we don't like applications of violence, but we do like winning. And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to win. So as you can kind of see, the score to catch is 3 million for first. Ooh! Tilting is effort! Guys, always respect the machines you're playing on, but do remember tilting is trying. And we do like trying. It got leagues and it know how to use them. That's what I'm saying. So, our game ends here with Holly on first, Diane on second, and I think it was Lindsay third, and Deborah on fourth. Unfortunate break from Deborah. Really, barely really getting to play that one. But, you know, that's part of one of those things. Can you hand me a water just out of the cooler right there? Christy, is your group up on this? Is your group up on this? Wonderful. Back-to-back group action. Thank you so much, Brooke. Shout outs to Brooke and everything that she does for this group. All right. So this group... Three players. So this group, we have Christy, Brooke, and Molly. All right. Our ball stuck counter is about 2. So let's hope we can get that down to 0. And
Hold on, we have a flag on the plate.
flag on the play. Our first broke nail of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you guys, but broken nail means 4 extra balls.
Is that like an instant win?
No. So we get into our second and final group of the round. So typically we're going to have 2 teams play on our stream game, and then we're switching it out. Just as a reminder to everyone, this is a static setup. We are moving the games, not the cameras. rough drain out there for Christy and or Nail. We are refreshing ourselves on the order of play.
Are we going to do another poll for the next game?
Jen said no, we're just picking. Or she's just picking, so. And Brooke steps up.
I mean, it's really hard to tell, whether people just didn't care to vote anymore or it was the selection that they were given. They said that, they wanted to abstain. It's hard to tell.
That's 2 letters for brains. Looking to find a ramp right here.
Probably apologize to anyone who was staring at the side of my head as we were standing there trying to figure out what to do with that.
Oh, it was fine. People can enjoy the in front of the scene, behind the scenes. Ooh. Brooke has been in play for a bit, looking to find some of these ramps, and there we go. And the mini celebration on the successful ramp shot. Those are the moments that make pinball worth playing. One of the things that you guys can't quite see from the angle, but there's a lot of leg work going into some of these games. I myself do it as well. It's a wonderful little experience, I will say. All right, so Molly steps up. Pete, you're beautiful and handsome, and no, that was actually James that was talking. Unless you're quoting something, and the reference flew way over my head. And we have a ramp shot. That also applies to James. I'll let him know you said it. He's working through a Bone Busters era. Alright, we got a letter for arms, we got a letter for legs. Nice. And so here's our second letter of arms. We're searching for these ramps. We're looking to get our nice little 2-ball multi-ball here. Molly is in the zone right now. So at the end of our ball 1, we have Christy at 74,000. We have Brooke at 297 and Molly at 206. So I know the score can be a little hard to read because we got that Gottlieb VCR tech on our screen right here, which can just be a little difficult to read. So again, this is a 24-hour event. We started at about 12 p.m. today. We're going to about 12 p.m. tomorrow. We have some breaks built in for for dinner and breakfast. So we're about to. This is a pretty long stretch we got here. The next break is not going to be until about midnight. Currently, all players are still in. Thank you for the eye contact in the score camera. It's always appreciated.
Sorry.
No, it's great. It's that kind of. Remember, you have a microphone right there. We can hear.
Really? Sorry.
No, this is not.
If
Don't worry about
I
it.
didn't know about. I have a potty mouth. So.
This is not flagged as a super family friendly stream. It's pinball at midnight. I mean, come on.
This is true. Yeah.
You can drop.
Smokin pinball.
What? Brooke steps up. Current leader. See if she can build any more of that lead going into it. Nice. So again, as I was saying, this is a 24-hour event. All entrants do get, if they're able to stay up the entire 24 hours and play all the rounds, they do get an award for finishing. Because it's a little difficult to play that long. Right now, we are about at the 7-8 hour mark. It's probably about 6 hours or so of continuous play. That's a long regular tournament. And if you think about it, we're basically going to play another one. So it's definitely a lot of... Oh, she forces it up there with the leg work. And here we go. So with that, we've crossed over into the millions. And so at the moment, Brooke with a nice lead. Not an insurmountable one, but a nice one nonetheless. That's on that side, Lexi. Ooh, arms again. Nice. Manages to save it. Gets our 1, 2, 3. Help build towards letters. I think that's shoot yet. That is an extra ball, and on this league this tournament we are playing extra balls. We are playing basically the table as it is. Not a lot of things are on tournament mode. Another letter towards legs. And we get another multi-ball here. Really drive that home.
I have some very tragic news for you.
Very tragic news. Yes. What is that tragic news, James?
Bone Busters has decided to malfunction and is now turned off. So you don't have to hear the call-outs anymore.
F in the chat.
I know that you were really looking forward to that. So.
F in the chat for Bone Busters. Is there a dancing on grave emote? No, I'm kidding. It's actually not a bad game at all. It's just that one call-out is just so... Brooke is having a field day with this multi-ball. Commentator's curse, right as I speak. Ooh. Nice. We are close to getting our robot built here. I think we just need body and brain to be spelled out. Brain is now complete. Now we just need body, and we might be able to have this robot built right down the middle. Fantastic ball all around. And so we're seeing a ball 2 with about 3 million. Molly steps up with still just a bit of work to do, but still very doable here. Remember, if we are trying to spell words by hitting ramps, move that way. A little bit of a tough break there, but there's still one bar and we get the flick off. Pinball is a very... Oh, by the way, Chris said you had a nice side of your head. All right, so do we have any idea of what will be our next stream game?
No, we're waiting for actually, so she can pick it for us.
Perfect.
She's still playing.
All right, so currently need about 3 million to catch Brooke. Oh, here we get another ramp shot here. You know the thing about it, this playfield looks a little familiar. I think what it reminds me of.
Are you saying that playfield layouts are reused in pinball, Irving?
No, I'm not saying playfield layouts are reused in pinball. I'm just saying this particular one looks familiar.
Scandal.
Okay.
Okay.
We just got word that our next game on stream is going to be Lost in Space, which I believe is a Sega game. Reminder that once upon a time, Sega made video games.
Well, I mean, technically.
Once upon a time, the sentence in between Sega and Nintendo made sense. Well, we still got one more ball here on Genesis.
I had to try.
Tilting is effort. No, but
I didn't think so.
you did? Oh.
What?
All right, so now we're just waiting on Brooke's going to be our player 2. Ball 3. She is in the lead. She has quite the commanding lead. But Molly still needs to do something to get that second place. This is a 3-player group. So to kind of remind everyone of our scoring here, we'll go ahead and open up my standings page here. This may not have been updated. I think it was. Okay, it's been updated. Hi.
Hi. I just wondered if this might help when you're looking at when we have a game up here. I mean, there's different stuff on there. So I just thought it
Okay.
here.
Yeah, for sure.
Irving can read. He can probably read.
I like reading. Okay, so what Brooke just handed me, which we go back to the game here, what Brooke just handed me was the collection of all the like promotional materials that come with the game when you get it. And so they have features. So for example, if I were to find the one for Genesis, which I'm assuming these are in some sort of order. No, they are not.
Well, Irvin made a bad assumption, as it turns out.
You gotta assume something. So, we get to look at pictures of Elvira. Stargate for our Stargate fan in the crowd. Just kidding, she's not a Stargate fan. Oh, it's a Simpsons
How do
pin
you
for you.
How do you know? So, I mean, what you might want to do is try to find Lost in Space, because that appears to be the next game that we're going to have up here.
Yes.
So if you could find that, you'll know all about it before it even gets here.
But I got to play Lost in Space a few times. It's actually really cool.
Have you seen the movie, Irvin?
No. But I
I
know.
can answer that for you.
But my mom did like the series, the TV series, so.
Oh, that new one that was junk on Netflix?
No, you're the one who liked that one.
No, I like the movie with What's-His-Butt from Friends.
No. I'm talking about the old school, like black and white. Wasn't it black and white, I thought? Well, here's the Lost in Space one, but there's no rules. It's just a feature. Barb.
Is that a movie that you've seen, Irvin?
No. Oh, please don't be the very last one. Dude, this is like looking back in time.
There are a lot of things in here, that's for sure.
Yep. Okay.
I have not seen a lot of this promotional material.
I learned that Houdini's a Papadook game, by the way. Which means I'd probably like it if I played it more. So at the end...
I don't know if it's possible. I have my own feelings about that game, but...
That was Comet.
Close.
Oh, yeah. There's no, Alright, so... At the end of our Genesis adventures, we have Brooke taking first, 7 points. We have Molly taking second with 4, and Christy taking 1 point round there.